page 20, 32 questions, 42 points, that gives you 100%. This is the first thing you're writing down. This is from our poster. I can demonstrate the understanding of square roots, cube roots, and their inverses. Please put that in the first box. I can demonstrate the understanding of square roots, cube roots, and their inverses. There will be 17 questions on the test on this. Of those 17 questions, this is how it is broken down. 12 of them will say, what is 7 squared? And you'd say 49. And then some of them are going to say, well, what's the square root of 49? And you tell me 7. So 12 of the points, so if you haven't practiced those Quizlets, what I found with some people, you need to finish the tests in class. If you haven't memorized these, this is going to take you really long on the test because you don't know them and you try to multiply it out. You have to finish the test. So there's 12 on those, okay? Then there's some vocab, right? Like what kind of number is going to be, I might ask you, when you look at this, is this a square root, perfect square, radical? What is this? When I look at 7 squared, or I look at the number 49, what is that? Is it a perfect square? Is it a square root? So vocabulary. Then there's going to be the 2 number lines, like we just looked at. So you will see, and I'm going to come back to this, you will see a question like this, where you are asked, like in this page, where you have to make the 2 double number lines, okay? So there's going to be a question like that. So you have a double number line that you have to make and approximate. The next thing you're going to see is just a regular number line like I have up here. And I'm going to say, well, where is negative 7.3 on that number line? And you go, oh, negative 7.3 is between negative 7 and negative 8. And then I might say, well, where is square root of 20? And you go, oh, square root of 20, I know that's between 16, which is 4, and 5, and so in between the numbers 4 and 5, you place that one, okay? So you have to place a number on a number line. The next thing I'm going to be asking you to do is to classify the numbers as rational or irrational. And this is what I hope we're going to take a look at this Quizlet or a Kahoot in a few minutes, but it's going to be really close to time, so I don't know that we'll get to those. So I can classify a number as rational or irrational. 15 questions, 22 points. Of those 22 points, I put over here page 16. Why did I put page 16? Because page 16 is where the notes are that you need to look at that definition. That's why we read through that today in class. Okay? This is where you're looking at the definitions. I'm going to ask you, what is a rational number? Give me 4 words in a word bank. What's an irrational? Then I'm going to say, just like the list on 5A, I'm going to say, is it rational or irrational? Okay? You don't have to give a reason for that. Just like on that joke sheet. Do you need glasses or do I need to switch you? Can you see it? Kind of or not really? Okay, do you want to look at mine? Okay, and then we might switch you and Zach around when we're doing the workbook stuff. Or do you have glasses? Okay. So in case you... Okay. Let's see, what else? You are not allowed to use a calculator in any part of the test tomorrow. Okay? There's no calculators on it. So if you don't know 14 times 14, you should memorize that. You want to use the Quizlet to practice it, right? Because you're not going to have enough time to multiply all those things out and try and solve those types of questions, okay? The numbers, now I'm going to see your answer that you got when you put this in your calculator, and then it's going to say cubic centimeters. I'm just going to put everything in my calculator. I'm going to round it. Okay? So when you're doing yours, that's what I need to see. The next page that you guys are finishing, that 8B, So this was on the one before. You should have done the work showing that. You do the volume of cones tonight also, but really this isn't due till next week on eight, I believe, is due on Friday if we look at it. So just being sure that you are keeping up. And I know this is a lot and this is challenging for some of you. We just need to make sure that 8 is due, okay? And I will take it Friday or Monday. And I will get the desk today because we didn't have time. You got one of them? Where do you go next? Okay. And I'm going to take yeah, great. Yep. Zach, your work is looking great that you're doing. Okay, are you keeping the workbook or leaving it? Did you take out the pages you needed? Okay, good. Will you take that, put it back over there then? Are you keeping this one for here, or do you want to take the pages out? What do you want to do? Okay. Are you able to get some of those pictures submitted to me? Yeah, did you just forget, or did you not have it done, or? Yeah. Oh. Did it work when we used your computer the other day? I know. It's okay if it's a little blurry. Do it anyway. I'll take it a little blurry. That'd be better than not getting it, okay? Because then I can decide and tell you, oh, that's not good or that's okay. But if you submit it, at least then I have something to look at. Okay, thank you. And I got the rest of them.
Okay, perfect. All done.
It is our team prep after this, so I kind of, if I forget, it just blows me away how many of them.
I know, when I walk around, it's like, wow, this is so sad. I mean, sorry.
I know it is.
It shows everything is super clear. It's not like you're doing, I mean, explanations are clear, written things are completely clear. I mean, I don't know.
I know.
Well, maybe I'm confused with this, like, it will be, in the school, it will be calm.
It's going to be hard. This year is just going to be hard all year.
I know.
It's unfortunate for these kids that, yeah. Yeah.
But do you like Virtual Academy? You said your daughter is doing Virtual Academy?
She is doing it at the high school level.
Right,
So she's doing, but that's through the distance learning. So it's not through the high school stuff. And she's liking it, getting her stuff done. And if you're not, and I just think it's so hard for these kids. They're not used to being responsible for their learning. That's the big thing. They've always had people, oh, we'll come in and I'll help you. And, oh, let's do this. And,